It's 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there's any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, it is 44 degrees in Austin, Texas. Fair warning, I may or may not have been drinking heavily since 6 o'clock. So, if things go sideways, I blame Ernesto, because he was supposed to be running the net tonight. But hey, you got me, and you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'll be your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from my QTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 147-320 repeater. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N50AK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on, but we'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check into tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder, to see the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting over, visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we also have our very own Friday Night Trivia Net channel on the Discord. That's where most of the fun is happening, or at least as far as the FCC is concerned. And we got a little fail army going on in the video net, so if you want something to watch and see some people having a bad day, that is totally the place to do it. And now that you have your device, open a web browser and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, you're welcome to play in the game tonight, and we would love to see you. Tonight's trivia game will be divided into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's topics are as followed. Round 1's all about Family Guy. Round 2, we got some fun facts, and they're all over the place. Round 3 is Microsoft trivia, and to keep up with our musical bits for round 4, it's Billboard hits from 2001 to 2022. So we'll see how you do with that. After each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid in drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, and friendly taunting are welcome, because, man, it's the Trivia Net, and it's Friday, and it's time to have a little fun. At the conclusion of tonight's Trivia Net, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer, and you'll be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anyone has any questions or concerns before we get tonight's Trivia Net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now.
This is Kilo Bravo 5, Golf November Alpha, Jack, in Lake City, with KC5DHY, Don't Hug Yankees, and Anthony, third-party traffic. KB5 back to net.
Well, come on with the third-party traffic, Jack. What you got?
Hello, yes, you might remember me as, I believe, a couple weeks ago I entered, and as A-Dog, I believe I finished around 11th place. I joined a couple weeks ago, and since then I've just been hooked, continuously playing. Hopefully, I can finally finish in that elusive top 5.
All right, well, we're going to hold you to it. The top 5. We'll see if Jack and all third-party traffic can make it to the top 5. All right, well, welcome to the game. We're going to shut down the bingo. We got 9 people playing. Let's get everybody moved over. Let's see if we can stop this thing officially and get y'all moved, everybody, into the Friday Night Trivia Net. If you would, please make your username or your name and your call sign look like those over there on the right. I would certainly appreciate it. We'll get everybody moved over into the official Friday Night Trivia Net. And once again, if you'd like to play, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in, and you too can be playing along with us. So far, it looks like we got 18 players in the game tonight, and every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize, guess what? It's a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the big wheel and see who the winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary memberships as well as requests to join the Discord community. And if you're not part of the Discord, man, you are missing out on half of the fun because that's where all the craziness goes on is the Discord. So head over to n5oak.org and sign up to be part of the Discord if you're not there. And for those of you who are new and haven't checked into the Trivia Net before, we're going to run through a practice question real quick just to show you how the game works. All right, so this is how it works. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's the number located at the top left of your screen. It will always be located, or it will always be available at the top during gameplay. Now that everybody understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. So it looks like we got 25 players checked in so far. We got Norman, N5ZOT, he's in Austin, Texas. We got Dave, KI5STT down in Buda. We got Laura, KI5OLG, she's in Alvin, Texas. I wonder if she's got the big antenna up. We got Mike, W7QAG, he was the winner of last week's Trivia Net. He's down in Sugar Land. We got Russ, W5ISH, he's down in Edna, Texas. Jack G is in League City. We got Holly, W5LUL, she's down in Buda. We got Leonard, KI5NLC, and that usually means we got a Leslie somewhere around here. They're out in Kyle. Steve, KG5LAA, is in Burnett, Texas. We got Beavis. Beavis is just in Texas. Not real sure where he is. Brian, N5TZV, he's down in Louise, Texas. Stephen, KI5WLF, He's the newest member of the Oak Hill Club. He's in Kyle, Texas. We got Garrett, KG5KVJ. He's down in Bjorn, check it out. What's up, Bjorn and Meredith? Hopefully, we got KI5YAT. He's in Austin. We got Jason, KB5MPJ down in Buda. Oh, we got Les back from Midland, Texas.
KB5GNA, back to the net.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I neglected to put my call sign on my name. If you could add 5GNA to Jack G, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Back to net.
All right, Jack G, give me that call sign one more time and we will get it in there.
Yes, the call sign is Kilo Bravo 5 Golf November Alpha. Good night, America.
All right, KB5GNA, we got you changed in there. And then I think Les, you have a call sign as well. Les, out in Midland, Texas, if you want, come in here and give us your call sign if you would, please. All right, well, maybe he's just listening. We'll get him in here later on. We got Chad down in Louise, Texas. We got Butthead in Texas as well. So we got Beavis and Butthead. We'll have to keep an eye on them. We got Bill, W5ITZ. He's in Ganado, Texas. We got Scott, KI5OPD down in Kyle. This one is a fun one. We got Dixie Normus in Louise, Texas. So I wonder where old Dixie Normus is. We got Chris, W5CUI. He's down in Louise, Texas. Philip, AC5G is in East Austin. And Sky, N5LX. He's over there in Oak Hill. So Dixie Normus is in Louise, so that makes him a crossroads. So I'm going to blame Bill all day long for bringing Dixie Normus in here. All right, so we got Les N5LMB. Thank you, Bill, for making that happen. Now, if we can just figure out who's Dixie Normus, then, life will be great. And I think everybody's going to raise their hands on that one. Oh, I love you guys. All right. Well, there it is. There is our practice question. And we got Philip is the number one with 93 points. Unfortunately, these points don't count. So we'll get everybody moved over into round one. Round one in the trivia is the Family Guy trivia. For those of you that watch Family Guy, things will be good. We got 27 players. If anybody has any questions, please come with your name and call sign now. All right, well, we got nothing. We got Bjorn over here in the Discord saying he's on Team Dixie Normus. So good for you, Bjorn. We appreciate that. Round one is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. Question number one. What New England state is home to the fictional city of Quahog in Family Guy? Well, we lit up all the answers. New Hampshire coming in first, Rhode Island number 2, Maine number 3, and Delaware number 4. So what New England state is home to the fictional city of Quahog in Family Guy? The correct answer is Rhode Island. The fictional city of Quahog is in Rhode Island. It is named for a species of edible marine mollusk native to the region. All right. Question number 2. Which of these characters is not voiced by Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane? So let's see what you think. Mort Goldman coming in first place, followed by Brian, Glenn Quagmire. Nobody picked on Peter Griffin. So which of these is not voiced by Seth MacFarlane? The correct answer is Mort Goldman. Mort Goldman has been voiced by John G. Brennan in every appearance except one, when a younger version of the character was played by John Wiener. John Wiener. I wonder if John Wiener is on Dixie Norma's teams. You never know. Question number 3. What bar do Peter and his friends frequent on Family Guy? Oh, good Lord. All right, let's see. The Drunken Clam is coming in number 1, followed by the Tipsy Oyster, the Muddled Mollusk, and the Soused Mussel. The Soused Mussel, who loves that? All right, so let's see. Is the Drunken Clam right? It is indeed. The Drunken Clam is a Quahog landmark and is named for the prevalent clams from their region. So let's see if we can figure out, because I would have gone for one of these, and Norman, N5ZOT, picked the South Mussel. I would have gone for that one as well, Norman. So, sorry you got it wrong, but good for you. Question number 4. What beer is brewed by Quahog's Pawtucket Brewing Company? Man, it is close. It is close between Pawtucket Patriot and the Pawtucket Pilsner. We got the Pawtucket Pappy and Pawtucket Palestine coming in, or Pouncing coming in fourth. So which beer is brewed by Quahog's Pawtucket Brewing Company? The correct answer is it's the Pawtucket Patriot. There it is. It is the beer of choice for Peter and his friends on Family Guy. Question number 5 and halfway through round number 1. What beloved 1960s television actor voiced the mayor of Quahog for 15 seasons of Family Guy? A whopping 71% went with Adam West, followed by Don Knotts, James Garner, and Robert Forrester. So which one of these was Mayor West? Yeah, it was Adam West. Adam West, who played Batman in the original 1960s TV show, voiced Quahog Mayor Adam West from season 2 through 17. I actually went to a Comic-Con and I got a picture with Adam West. And I was shunned by all the real nerds because I was there because he was for Family Guy and not for Batman. All right, well, we're halfway through round number 1. Let's see how we're doing. We got Philip, AC5G, in the number 1 spot. We got Steve, KG5LAA, in the number 2 spot. And Leslie, way to go, Leslie, KI5NLC, in the number 3 spot. While you're checking out your scores, we got to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got 28 people playing with us so far, and if you want to play, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. And it's question number 6 is coming up next. You get to put those points to use. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. After which popular sporting event did Family Guy premiere in 1999? Looks like we lit up all the answers. The Super Bowl is coming in number 1, though. World Series coming in second with the Indianapolis 500 following in the World Cup. So after which popular sporting event did Family Guy premiere in 1999? The correct answer is the Super Bowl. It premiered January 31st, 1999, right after Super Bowl 33. So 68% of you got that right. Let's see what it did to the score. Philip is still in the number 1 spot with 406 points on that one alone. Leslie bumped up to number 2, KI5NLC with 357, and Leonard, KI5NLC, jumping up into number 3 with 256 points. Way to go, y'all. Question number 7. What movie murderer does actor Seth Green credit with inspiring the voice of Chris Griffin on Family Guy? All right, well, we lit them all up, but Buffalo Bill is coming in number 1, followed by Freddy Krueger, Patrick Bateman, and Ghostface. So what did Chris Griffin, what's his voice based on? It is Buffalo Bill. Y'all were right. Seth Green says he based the voice for Chris Griffin on Buffalo Bill, the disturbed serial killer from The Silence of the Lambs, came out in 1991. Question number 8. With what recurring character does Peter Griffin frequently have extended knockdown, drag-out fights with on Family Guy? Well, let's see what you think. Y'all are going 50% of you with the chicken, 32% with the dude in the blue shirt, 11% with Homer Simpson, and 7% looks like an orange-faced Trump. So let's see who is correct. It is the 50% that it went with the chicken, considered the main antagonist of the series. Ernie the Chicken appears in recurrent episodes, battles with Peter over the course of several seasons. So I didn't know his name was Ernie, but I definitely knew that the chicken was the right answer. Question number 9. What sketch comedy show was set to air Family Guy as short filler segments before it was turned into a series? Wow, check this out. 82% of you went with Mad TV. The rest of them pretty low. We got a tie for Saturday Night Live and Mr. Show for second and third, and In Living Color coming in fourth. So let's see, was it Mad TV? 82% of you, are you all right? You are indeed. Family Guy was initially going to be a short cartoon on Mad TV, but they didn't have an animation budget. So Seth MacFarlane pitched it directly to Fox as a series, and that's where it went. All right, well, check it out. That was question 9, which means we got one more question in round 1. Let's see how y'all do. For which animation studio did Seth MacFarlane work before creating Family Guy? All right, 46% of you went with Nickelodeon, followed by Warner Brothers, Harvey Films, and Hanna-Barbera. So let's see, where did Seth MacFarlane work before creating Family Guy? It was Hanna-Barbera. Seth MacFarlane worked as a writer at Hanna-Barbera after his senior thesis project, The Life of Larry, that came out in 1995, won a competition at the studio. 2 people got that right. Y'all are going to love this too, because Dixie Normus got this one right, as well as Steve, KG5LAA. So let's see if Dixie Normus wants to come and tell us if they got it right by knowing or just guessing. Well, you think if Dixie Normus was shy, they wouldn't have a reason. Steve, KG5LAA also got this right. Steve, did you know this, man? Or are you just pushing buttons over there?
Oh, Rusty, this was one that I did not know, and my wife looked and said Hanna-Barbera, and I said, fine, we'll go with that, and that's what it was, so I credit her. KG5LAA, back to that.
All right, fair enough. Looks like Chris W5CUI knows who Dixie is and says that they don't have a license, at least for ham radio. All right, well, there you have it. Let's add up all the scores and see how we did for round number 1. We got Leslie, KI5NLC, in the number 1 spot. Way to go, Leslie. We got Philip, AC5G, in the number 2 spot, and Leonard, KI5NLC, in the number 3. So let's go talk to Leslie. She only got 2 wrong. Which one's got you, Leslie?
It was which state? I guess New Hampshire. And then it was the very last one that pretty much all of us got wrong. I didn't know it. I did watch a lot of Family Guy. I know it came out in like 1999. I was a little young for it then, but later on in high school I used to record it and just watch reruns all the time, so.
Right on, man. Well, yeah, I'm a big Family Guy fan, so this one was fun for me. Well, congrats on being number 1 in round 1. Let's go talk to Philip, AC5G. He's in the number 2 spot. He also got 8 out of 10. Which one's got you, Philip?
I didn't know who Chris had based the voice, who Seth had based the voice of Chris on. And the last one, I actually did know Hanna-Barbera, but the kids came in and distracted me, and I just clicked the first thing with an H. So yeah, that's that one. AC5G, back to Nip.
Roger. Let's go chat with Leonard, KI5NLC. He got 6 out of 10. Leonard, are you a Family Guy fan?
I watched it, like Leslie said, going through high school, and then, kept up with it for a while, but I think once Leslie and I started dating, the Family Guy consumption went down a little bit. KI5NLC.
Yeah, I hear that. It's, once you want to start impressing somebody, the fart jokes and all that stuff kind of got to go away a little bit, unless you're Dixie Normus. and then, you know, they don't care about anything. All right, well, we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer, and you do not have to be Dixie Normus. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We're going to move everybody over into the first intermission and fire it up. We will see you back here in 4 minutes for round number 2.
KB5GNA to net.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'd just like to net to know that I got a brand new Kenwood TM B71 for my birthday this week, and that's what we're working on. So this is its inaugural operation, and I'd just like to let everybody know that this is a great radio, and it's being used for the first time.
Well, Roger, happy birthday, man. Have a drink for us.
QS.
Hey, Rusty, I cannot get into Discord. I hate that thing.
Oh man, well we got several people in the net watching. What's going on over there, man?
It says you are logging in from a different location. Check your email. I checked my email and there's nothing. I'm not getting any email from Discord. I'm frustrated with it every time I try to check in.
Well, it's probably for the best because Bill and Chris are talking some crap about you, man. So I bet they're holding up your email. But, yeah, that's strange. Discord is, it usually doesn't hate you unless you're a racist. And I don't think you're a racist, but I could be wrong. But usually it's just the racist, man. That's the only people that it doesn't like.
Man, they should be talking crap about me. I haven't done nothing to them. Haven't even said nothing on the radio. So I guess I'm going to go back to my quiet spot. N5TZV.
Yeah, man, with friends like this, who needs enemies, right? I feel you, man. I feel you. Just so you know, Chris said you're not a racist. You're a lover, not a fighter. So go back to your corner and get some smooches.
Hey, I am drinking an IPA tonight. Goose Island beer.
GNA to net.
Go ahead, GNA.
You might find this curious, but IPA is the only kind of beer you can find in India.
That is interesting, and you know, I was in Amsterdam a few years ago, and the only thing I could find was Heineken, and I thought that was strange, but you know, I guess it is what it is. All right, so we got a T-Dog from Lubbock, Texas. T-Dog, if you're out there, I would love to know what your call sign is because you're definitely the most northern person, I think, so far that has checked in to the net ever.
GNA to net, please repeat.
T-Dog out of Lubbock, Texas. T-Dog out of Lubbock, Texas. You got a call sign out there?
GNA, can we pass third-party traffic to Anthony?
Go ahead with third-party traffic.
Hi, this is Anthony. As I stated earlier, you may have known me earlier as A-Dog. I played alongside T-Dog. She originally first started playing, I believe, 2 weeks ago. With us, she's going to continue to make efforts, though she attends over in Texas Tech. But when she first joined, she was down with us in Houston. That's why she's joining again, but further up north this time.
Very cool.
My
second cousin lives in Lubbock. My sister went to Texas Tech. I have spent many a drunken night in Lubbock, Texas, so T-Dog is welcome by all means in our trivia game tonight. All right, well that's going to do it for our first intervention, whatever you want to call it. We're going to move into round number two. Let's see if we can't get that selected here. Round number two is all about fun facts. Fun facts of what? You'll never know until you play the game. But we got 10 questions with fun facts. While y'all are getting ready, we're going to let everybody know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got 29 people all the way from Cuero to Lubbock, Texas. And if you want to come play with us, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, or just your name. If you're like T-Dog over there in Lubbock, Texas, just come play. We got Beavis, we got Butthead, we got Dixie, Normus, we got T-Dog. So we are in good company. All about round number two is all about fun facts, and it's about to begin. All right, round number 2. Fun facts. Let's see how you do with question number 1. Which cities' mayor professional sports teams all use the same color scheme? Let's see what you think. Number 1 answer coming in with Boston, followed by New Orleans, Detroit, and Pittsburgh. So which city's major professional teams are used the same color scheme? The correct answer is Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Penguins, and Pirates all wear black and gold. The colors are based on the city's flag, which features the coat of arms of William Pitt. I have no idea who William Pitt is, but I'm guessing black and gold were his favorite colors. We'll leave it at that. Question number 2. With which decorative art form might you employ frit or cullet into the work? So I know the answer to this just because I have a friend that does this, but I would have gone with tapestry if I hadn't. And 8 of you went with that. So let's see. Glass coming in number 1, followed by tapestry, then pottery and metalwork. So where do we have frit or cullet? It is glass. In glass art, cullet is broken or waste glass used for remelting, and frit is crushed glass melted onto other glass to produce patterns. My buddy Cliffy runs a glass place, and we always give him a bunch of crap because, you know, they got the glory hole, and he always works at the glory hole. So, God love him. His lips are always sore. Question number 3. Which of these has not been permanently retired from the rotating list of destructive Atlantic hurricane names? To answer your question, Bill, yes, he is. All right, so let's see. Number 1 answer is Maryland. We got a tie, or Sandy coming in second, and then we got Gordon and Charlie tied for 3rd and 4th. So which of these has not been permanently retired from the Atlantic hurricane names list? The correct answer is one of those that was tied, is Gordon. Hurricane names established by the World Meteorological Organization are rotated every 6 years. When a hurricane is particularly deadly or costly, its name is permanently retired. Charlie in 2004, Marilyn in 1995, and Sandy in 2012. While Gordon is on the hurricane name list, it has not yet been retired. There you go. Love it. Question number 4. What animal has eyes bigger than its brain? I love Discord for all the things we can't say on the radio. So it's looking like Ostrich is in the number 1 spot, followed by Al, Lemur, and Tarsier. I don't know what that is. Only one person picked it. We got to see who picked that. Dave, Chi5STT. He was the only one that picked that one. So let's see. Was Dave right? Hell no, he wasn't. It was Ostrich. The ostrich has the largest eye of any land animal, and its eyes are actually larger than its brain. I don't don't know if that's a good thing. I've known lots of crazy ostriches. Mostly they just like to kick the crap out of you. All right, question number 5, and halfway through our fun facts round, we've learned all kinds of crazy business here. Who did Brad Pitt name as best looking man of all time, besides me, alongside Paul Newman in a 2022 Vogue magazine interview? All right, so we got to go to Dave, KI5STT. A, how do you say that? And B, I think we need some pictures in the Discord of whatever in the world that is. So tell us how to, tell me how to say that. Dave, KI5STT, do you copy?
KI5STT, it's pronounced Tarsier.
Alright, well find us some pictures, because I don't even know what in the world that is. Throw that thing up on Discord if you get a chance. Alright, so let's see. Who did Brad Pitt name as best looking man of all time alongside Paul Newman? Y'all are going with George Clooney, followed by himself, how lovely, and Clint Eastwood, and then Denzel Washington. So let's see, 66% of you are correct. Oh, that's a crazy looking thing there. Thanks, Cody. All right, so George Clooney, are y'all right? You are indeed. In a September 2022 interview with Vogue magazine, Brad Pitt called Paul Newman and George Clooney the most handsome men in the world. Well, that's question number 5. So let's see what the old scoreboard says. Looks like Norman, N5ZOT, is the king of fun facts with 291 points. We've got Al in the number 2 spot, and Leonard, KI5NLC, in the number 3 spot. We got 30 people hanging out with us. Man, this is fun. For those of you that don't know what in the world's going on, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We've got 30 people hanging out with us, and if you want to join us, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, or if you're like Beavis and Butthead and you don't have a call sign, our good old Dixie, Normus, and you don't have a call sign, just give us your name. You can come play with us. We're a fun group. It's question number 6, and that means it is time to put those points to use. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. Question number 6. Cody's going all in. All right, as of 2022, what band has won the most Grammy Awards? Oh, Lord. All right. 66% went with U2, followed by the Foo Fighters, Lady A, and Coldplay. So, as of 2022, what band has won the most Grammy Awards? Let's see. 66% of you, are you correct? You are indeed. As of 2022, U2 has won 22 Grammy Awards. The Foo Fighters have won 15, while Coldplay and Lady A have each won 7. So 66% of you got that right. That's a whopping 19 of you. Let's see what that did to the scoreboard. Norman, N5ZOT, is in the number 1 spot still. He got 290 points on that one. Leonard, KI5 NLC, came in number 2 with 192. And Butthead, way to go, Butthead. He's in the number 3 spot with 153 points. All right, well, let's see how you do with the rest of these questions. Number 7 says, what is the official name for the strip of paper on Hershey's Kisses candies? Oh, man, it was a 3-way tie for a little bit, and then Plume snuck its way out. Flag coming in second, Banner number 3, and Streamer number 4. Philip thinks it's a ripcord. It might as well be, because it gets you in there into that chocolate quicker. The correct answer is Plume, the narrow strip of paper that stick out from the Hershey's Kisses. Foil wrappers are called plumes. They were added to the candy in 1921. Question number 8. Which of these countries is nicknamed Rainbow Nation? Well, half of you went for South Africa. Check that out. Singapore coming in second, followed by Ireland and Sweden. So which of these countries is nicknamed the Rainbow Nation? The correct answer is, besides my house, South Africa. South Africa's Archbishop Desmond Tutu coined the term Rainbow Nation to describe his country's multiculturalism and diversity following their first fully democratic election in 1994. Question number 9. What ancient philosopher was forcibly killed by drinking a cup of hemlock? I would have been completely guessing, because I don't read this stuff. Y'all seem to think Socrates is the answer, followed by Aristotle, Plato, and Confucius. So let's see who's right. It is those that pick Socrates. Sentenced to death for corrupting youth and improper worship. Eek, that sounds like me. Socrates was forced to drink a fatal cup of poisonous hemlock in 339 BC. All right, one more question in our fun facts round. Let's see how you do. Which of these words is impossible to play in the board game Scrabble? Oh, check it out. 70% of you went with pizzazz. Who knew? I'm not a Scrabble player. So let's see. 70%. Are y'all right? You are indeed. In the board game Scrabble, there's only one of each letter tiles J, K, Q, X, and Z. And there are 2 blanks, which can be used for any substitute letters. Therefore, it is possible to create all the words shown except for pizzazz. All right, 21 of you. Good for y'all. We got some Scrabble players in here. Let's add up the scores and see how we did for round number 2. Norman, N5ZOT, coming in number 1 with 708 points. Leonard, KI5NLC, number 2. And look at that, old trouble himself, Bill, W5ITZ in the number 3 spot. Let's go talk to Norman. He only missed 2. Norman, which one's got you?
I think I missed the sports question at the beginning. I forgot what it was, but of course I missed that. Maybe the Hershey's Kiss question, I forget, and I just got lucky on the music question. I don't usually get the music questions.
Well, you only missed 2, man, so good for you. Came in number 1 on round number 2. Leonard, KI5NLC, you got 7 out of 10. Which one's got you, man?
It looks like I got the first one wrong. For some reason I thought Detroit was the right answer. Lemurs and then Aristotle. I just saw all the statues and they all looked the same, so I just had to take a guess. KI5NLC.
Right on, man. Well, just above Butthead, there's Bill, W5ITZ. He got 7 out of 10 right. Bill, congrats on number 3. Which one's got you, man?
Thanks, Rusty. Looks like the alcohol is helping tonight. Hi. Missed the sports team, the Hurricane retired name, and the Brad Pitt question. W5ITZ, back to net control.
Roger. A little adult beverages never hurt anybody. Well, all right, there's your top 3. Let's add up the scores and see how we're doing for the trivia net. Oh, those KI5NLC people, they're the worst. Leslie coming in number 1 with 1,338 points. Leonard coming in second with 1,237. And Philip, AC5G, coming in number 3 with 1,098 points. Y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. This one is the Thursday night now one, so make sure you pick your favorite net controller. And just a reminder, you can check into tonight's trivia net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We still got 2 more rounds, so you got plenty of game to play. We'll get over into our second intermission and fire that off. Y'all got 4 minutes to do your business. We'll see you right back here for round number 3.
GNA, back to net.
Sir.
Yeah, T-Dog, who is, I think was number 5, is kicking her boyfriend's ass. A-Dog, who's with me, KB5GNA. So this is fun. I like this. So kudos to you and everybody else that puts it together. This is a really fun thing to do, and I appreciate you. Thank you.
You bet, man. We've been doing this for a little bit over a year, and it looks like we got Alcoholic along with Dixie Normus and A-Dog and T-Dog. So whatever your name is, we don't care. Just come and play and have some fun. And you bet, man. We're here every Friday night. Come join us.
USL, KB5GNA, back to net.
KI5SP for WZ5BBS.
Okay, Pasta Bryce.
Man, I got back from the gym and stuff, and I heard you guys talking, and somebody said they're having problems with Discord. Is there anything I can do to help with that?
I don't see anything. I'm looking right now. They're here. They're just waiting for an email from Discord. So I think we're good, but I appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, it could have been gotten spam protection, or they need like to verify their email or something. I don't know, but I guess we can look into it, and I can look at some of the settings later.
Nope, I think it is what it is. I don't see anything in the incoming, so we don't have any new people. So it's just one of those things.
Cool, never mind. Alright, well, you guys have fun with the trivia tonight, and KI5 SMP clear.
I don't see you in here, man. You don't have to sign in with your call sign if you don't want your points. I mean, we got Beavis and Butthead and Dixie, Normus. We also have Alcoholic, and so we got T-Dog and Chad. Don't forget about Chad down in Louise, Texas. I hear he's a friend of Dixie, Normus as well. Anyway, you never know, right?
Yeah, I didn't start from the beginning, so I didn't, want to log in and do it, but you better look out for Al.
Yeah, old Al, he's what makes the game go on longer. All right, man, well, have a good night. Glad you got in here. Talk to you later. KI5 SMP, WZ5 BBS.
KI5 Wireless to net.
If this is about the game being rigged, man, I don't want to hear it.
Well, I mean, it is, but no, I called in just to say hi, that I was here tonight. And that, Aristotle, or the one that got killed by a cup of hemlock, my inner Greek mythology is killing me right now because I should have known that answer, because the amount of Greek mythology that I absolutely fall in love with is too much to count on one hand. So yeah, I'm absolutely kicking myself in the butt about that one. But other than that, just wanted to jump in and say hi, that I was here and that I made it tonight.
Right on, man. Anything fun and exciting going on up in Fort Hood, Texas?
Other than the fact that we got a really nasty thunderstorm, I mean, it was bad, all day today. Not a whole lot. Trying to think. We're back in our, I don't know if you heard from the Thursday Night Net, but we're back in our original house. So, I'm getting to get on my computer and do Echo Link through there. But other than that, it's just been working and, either working or sleeping. That's about it.
Right on, man. Well, I'm glad you got back into the house. Things are pseudo back to normal. So that's going to do it for our second intermission. So we have some fun names here, just in case you're out there listening and you don't know who to sign in. You don't want to give us your real name. So we got Dave, KI5STT, has mentioned Hugh, Jazz. We got Bjorn, KI5OAT. He's suggesting Mike Litt. And we got Chris, W5CUY. He went with Mike Hunt. And I think that's it. So if you have any more suggestions for our people out there of names that they should join, we got Beavis and Butthead, Alcoholic, and our very own Dixie Normus. So there you have it. We got lots of fun names tonight. This is a fun game. All right, so we're going to move over into round number 3. Round number 3 is all about, let's see, we got to wait, Microsoft Trivia. Microsoft Trivia. So for those of you that do tech support, man, this one ought to be yours. All right, we got 3 more. We got Bill, W5ITZ. He says Seymour Butts. Scott, KI5OVD, is going for Mike Hawk. And then Cody, KI5YLS out in Fort Hood, is going for Dixie Wrecked. So nice to see where we're heading on all of this. Round number 3 is Microsoft Trivia. Y'all are cracking me up tonight. Before we get that going, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. You are surrounded by idiots, and that's what makes tonight a whole lot of fun. My name is Rusty, WZ5VVS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check in. Come be a part of this. Come be a part of the Trivia Net. You can do this at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. And, I guess if you're Dixie Normus, then that's really all that matters. Let's get round number 3 started before the FCC shows up at my house. Good Lord. All right, round number 3, it's Microsoft Trivia, and this is how we're headed. Question number 1, Microsoft was founded by childhood friends Bill Gates and blank in 1975. All right, so this is interesting. Y'all think that Bill Gates and Steve Wozniak founded Microsoft in 1965. Paul Allen coming in second, followed by Larry Ellison and Ronald Wayne. So let's see. Those of you that picked Steve Wozniak, y'all are dumb. It was Paul Allen. Bill Gates founded Microsoft in 1975 with his childhood friend Paul Allen. They founded their first company, Traf-O-Data, in 1972 to track raw data from traffic counters, but only had a modest success. See, if they would have called it Dixie Normus, they would have been there. Woz, yes, you're right, Bill. Steve Wozniak was with Steve Jobs, and they founded Apple. So, 62% of you are absolutely clueless. Question number 2. Oh, everything just refreshed on me. Good Lord. All right, question number 2. Which exclusive provider discontinued the poorly selling Microsoft Kin cell phone after just 48 days on the market in 2010? Looking like AT&T is the number 1 answer, followed by Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint. Let's see. In 2010, T-Mobile, was that VoiceStream still? I forget which. Let's see who's right. Verizon. Microsoft Kin was mired in malfunctions upon release, and Verizon was eventually forced to offer customers a free 3G smartphone in exchange for the unpopular device. There you have it. It was not Boost Mobile, Chris, believe it or not. Question number 3. What popular Microsoft touchscreen product began as a coffee table-sized interactive device in 2008?
Bet you know all of these, Rusty, don't you?
Something just happened over here to me, and I don't know what is going on, but I think maybe did it sign out? I'm not 100%. All right, well, let's see what we got here. The Surface is coming in number 1. And let's see if that is correct. It is indeed. The concept of the original Microsoft Surface resulted from consults with producers of special effects in the 2002 Steven Spielberg film Minority Report. All right, question number 4. What is the name of the motion sensing device designed for interactive gameplay that was first introduced for the Xbox 360 in 2010? It seems like maybe y'all know this. 87% went Kinect. Let's see if that is correct. It is. The Microsoft Kinect was a peripheral gaming device fully featured with body motion sensing cameras that allowed users to play specially designed games without controllers. The casual, family-friendly games did not attract a wider audience, and Microsoft discontinued the Kinect in 2017. Question number 5, and halfway through our Microsoft trivia. What was the name of Microsoft's music player meant to compete with Apple's AirPod, or AirPod iPod? So I kind of thought this was going to be a bigger thing than it was. Y'all went with Zune, followed by the Zen, and then we got a tie for the Sansa and the Rio. The correct answer is Zune. And one of the coolest things about the Zune that I kind of thought was neat was that you could share, like you could play music over Wi-Fi with each other. And I always wanted Apple to make that feature a thing. But they never did, and I thought that was always the coolest thing that the Zune had. Nobody ever had one, so, it's kind of like having the game console that nobody else had. But the Microsoft Zune was dubbed the iPod killer when first released in 2006. A second version, the Zune HD, was released in 2009, but could not compete with Apple's dominance. And Kent, yes, you're missing the TriviaNet, man. Where are you? We need you in here to make this happen. We are halfway through the Microsoft trivia round. Let's add up the scores and see. Jason, KB5MPJ, is in the number 1 spot. Al Kaholic is in the number 2 spot. And Norman, N5ZOT, is in the number 3 spot. Y'all check out your scores. And while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check in to tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got 32 players hanging out with us. We got half of round 3 and all of round 4 left. And if you want to play, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, or just your name if you're like Beavis and Butthead and old Dixie Normus. That's a good friend of mine. All right, it's question number 6. Y'all know what to do. Y'all place your bets.
KI5MVF.
MVF, we will come back to you after question number 6, now considered essential components of Microsoft Office. PowerPoint and this were initially released exclusively on Macintosh computers. Go ahead, Jeffrey.
Quick hello. Bummed that I'm missing this round because sounds like I could do pretty well on this one. But just letting you know that I'm writing it down that you timed out the repeater on that last transmission talking about doing your betting. So, KI5MVF, back to net.
All right, well, and all this time I thought you were Dixie Normus. All right, well, I guess Jeffrey's not Dixie Normus. So let's see where y'all go on this. Excel coming in number 1. That's kind of shocking. OneNote coming in second. Word number 3. Nobody picked Outlook. So let's see. Microsoft Office, PowerPoint, and what were initially exclusively on the Macintosh computer? It was Excel. I was a Mac guy. I had no idea. I also hated Microsoft. Both PowerPoint and Excel were released in the mid-1980s as Macintosh exclusives before ultimately becoming part of the Microsoft Office suite in the early 1990s. 63% of you got that right. Let's see what that did. We got Norman, N5ZOT, in the number 1 spot with 362 points. Alcoholic coming in second. He got 183 points, and Butthead is in the number 3 spot with 227 points. Check it out. All right, question number 7. What is the name of the gaming company founded by former Microsoft employee Gabe Newell that developed the distribution platform Steam? Over half of you went with Epic Games, and over half of you are incorrect because it was Valve. Gabe Newell, founder of Valve Software, said, "I learned more in 3 months at Microsoft than I did in all my time at Harvard." Question number 8. Which version of Windows uses a picture of rolling hills titled Bliss as its default background setting? "71% of you went with Windows XP. Looks like we got some XP people. Let's see, Windows 7 coming in second, Windows 98 third, and Windows ME fourth. So what was this thing on? Yeah, it was on Windows XP. In 2000, Microsoft paid Charles O'Rear, that's the real name, Charles O'Rear, an undisclosed amount for his 1996 photo of a wine vineyard field near his house in Napa Valley, California. The photo, which Microsoft titled Bliss, was used as the default background for Windows XP, and it is estimated that billions of people have seen this photo, making it one of the most viewed photographs in history. Well, let's see. You're right, Chris. They probably paid him $10, gave him a free copy of Windows 95. Question number 9. In the early 1980s, Microsoft Flight Simulator was used to test if a PC was compatible with the blank set of computer standards. Y'all are going with IBM set of computer standards. I wonder if that's right. It is indeed. To be IBM compatible meant a machine could run all of the software and was a genuine PC. Because Microsoft Flight Simulator ran on its own operating system, it was used to test this compatibility. Well, we got one more question in the Microsoft trivia round. Let's see how you do. For how much money did Microsoft buy Minecraft from original developer Mojang in 2014? So we got a tie, finally, at the very end between 2.5 and 3.5 billion. No, weren't really sure. 3 billion coming in third, followed by 4 billion. The correct answer being 2.5 billion. Microsoft acquired Minecraft in 2014 for $2.5 billion. It turned out to be a good investment, as Minecraft is the best-selling game of all time. Oh, I don't know about all that business. But then again, who knows what these stats are. All right, so that's round number 3. Let's add up the scores and see how we're doing. I was really hoping Dixie Normus was going to be doing a whole lot better than he is. We got Norman, N5ZOT, in the number 1 spot. We got Alcoholic in the number 2 spot, and Butthead in the number 3. So let's see. Norman, N5ZOT, you only missed 2. Which one's got you?
I think it was Verizon and Minecraft. A lot of educated guesses on my part. I've been a software developer for almost 30 years, but I've actually never used Windows.
Well, let's probably save some of your sanity on that. Let's see if Alcoholic wants to get in here. They only missed 1 question. Alcoholic, you want to come in here and let us know which ones it was? Looks like Alcoholic is a little shy. Let's see about Butthead. Butthead made it into the number 3 spot. Butthead, are you out there? You only missed 3. Oh, well, be that way. Let's go talk to Sky, N5LX. Sky, you missed 3 as well. Which one's got you?
Hey, Rusty. This is N5LX. Ken, I'd never heard of that one. The coffee table size interactive device. I mean, that's kind of crazy. I'd never heard of that. And then IBM at the end for Flight Sim. I actually knew that one, and I pressed the wrong button, so I guess I just chalked that up to being an old man.
Yeah, I remember Surface when it was really big, so that one made sense to me. But well, hey man, good for you. Let's go see if Cody thinks this round is rigged. He came in number 5 here. Mr. Cody, trivia is rigged. KI5YLS. You got 7 out of 10. Which one's got you?
Hey, Rusty. Yeah, even though I placed 5th, I'm going to still call it rigged because I didn't place 1st. I mean, that's just how it goes in my world. The ones that got me were the Microsoft was founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen. I got mixed up with Apple and chose Steve. I also went with the one that was the exclusive provider stopped selling the Kin cell phone. I did AT&T. Then I had the Microsoft music player to compete with Apple iPod. I honestly didn't know that one. Took a wild guess and did Santa and got it way wrong. And then that were the 3 I missed. And then I got the Minecraft one because I'm just a Minecraft. Like, I know everything about Minecraft because I play it so much. So that was something I knew right off the bat. But top 5, that's my new record. But yes, still rigged. I don't care what you say.
All right, man. Well, hey, you're in number 5 spot. We got Bjorn, Cat5Way, AT, and Meredith. Man, they're down there in the 31 spot. They're at the very last. So if anybody wants to think it's rigged, I think it might be them. Let's add up the scores and see how we're doing for the Friday night trivia. Now we got the KI5 NLC Power Duo. Leslie is in the number 1 spot. We got Leonard in the number 2 spot, and Norman N5ZOT in the number 3 spot. So that's how we're doing. Y'all check out where you are in tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. While you're doing that, we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check in to tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got 1 round left. We got 10 whole questions, and so you better get in here and make it happen. all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, and we got some fun first names in here, let me tell you. So we'll move everybody into our third and final intermission, and we'll fire this thing off, and we will see you all on the other side for round number 4.
Hey Rusty, I got a Windows trivia question if anybody's interested on for the challenge.
Come on with it.
I'm not sure about Windows 3.5, but Windows 3.51, there's a procedure you could do clicking. It involves the Help About menu to bring up a scrolling list of the Windows 3.5, 3.51 contributors. Credits to those people. I wonder if anybody knows. Can think back in the day of the 3.5-inch floppy disk Windows 3.5, Windows 3.51. What that procedure was, what you had to do in order to get that scrolling list of contributors.
All right, that is a good question. So, Chris, W5CUI, round number 4 is Billboard Hits 2001 to 2022. If anybody knows the Easter egg in Windows 351 to get the people that made it, y'all come with it now. Y'all think about that. I'm going to go see a man about a horse. I'll be right back.
Of course he leaves just right when I was about to ask him a question. Typical Rusty.
It's rigged.
It's all rigged. KI5YLS.
This is KG5, KVG. I just want to say that I like this club, and this is the best thing that's ever happened to me, so I'm just going to leave that there because the parents are gone. KG5, KVG, that's next.
And just like that, it is time for round number 4. Round number 4, we'll get everybody moved into that. Round number 4, for those of you that don't know, it's the Billboard hits from 2001 to 2022. So this one's going to be fun. We're going to test out all your knowledge on this one. While y'all are getting back to your computer and topping off your drinks, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. This is the last round, though, so you better get in here. We got 31 people hanging out with us, and if you want to join, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name, and you don't even have to be like Dixie Normas. It can be small. We don't care. Just come and hang out with us. It's a fun game after all. It's Friday. So let's see how we're going to do on round number 4. Round number 4. Hope y'all are ready, because here is question number 1. Who's hard-rocking How You Remind Me topped Billboard's year-end list for 2002? So Bryce is saying it's the worst band ever. I don't even know who it is. Let's see. Y'all think it's Nickelback. Creed coming in second, followed by Incubus and Lifehouse. So who's hard-rocking How You Remind Me? Top Billboard's year-end list for 2002. Bryce, did you know that this was Nickelback? That's who it was. The How You Remind Me from 2001 by Canadian rockers Nickelback was the most played song on U.S. radio for the 2000s decade, according to the Nielsen SoundScan. All right, let's see. Cody, KI5YLS, says he loves Nickelback. There's another good reason to hate Cody and not believe a word that he says, because we all know that Nickelback sucks. Question number 2. Which tune from The Weeknd became the first ever song to hold a spot on the Billboard Top 10 for an entire year? So almost half of you went with Can't Feel My Face, which is a great song, followed by Blinding Lights, Save Your Tears, and The Hills. The correct answer, however, is Blinding Lights. So those 46% of you, it's probably the only song that you know from him. The Weeknd's 2019 song Blinding Lights spent a record 57 weeks on Billboard's Top 10 list. The song was on the Hot 100 for 90 weeks, which is exactly why nobody trusts the Billboard Top Anything. Question number 3. What pop singer leads her vocals to the Chainsmokers' chart-topping EDM crossover sensation, Closer? So Cody says he knows this. Oh, it looks like he got this right. Way to go, man. All right, so 43% of you are going with old Ariana Grande, and 43% of you are incorrect. It is Halsey, whoever that is. Closer in 2016 was the first Billboard Hot 100 #1 for both Chainsmoker and Halsey. The song eventually topped the charts in 17 countries. Man, I feel old because I don't know any of this crap. Question number 4. Which Taylor Swift album features We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together? This goes for Dixie Normus as well. Her first Billboard Hot 100 #1. Alright, so Bryce knows that one. It was Halsey. Pardon me, not Halsey. It was Halsey. So, there you have it. Alright, so let's see where y'all went with this one. Fearless is taking the #1 spot, followed by Red, Speak Now in 1989. So let's see where this wretched woman fell. It was Red. Taylor Swift racked up several hits on the country charts between 2006 and 2010, but didn't score her first Billboard Hot 100 hit until 2012 with the release of Red, which spawned 4 top 10 singles and also spawned me to turn off the radio. Question number 5, and halfway through our Billboard Fantastic round, who won his first career Latin Grammy Award with his remix of Luis Fonsi's Spanish-language hit, Despacito? It sounds like Bryce should be in here. Bryce, you should come in here. Join us. We've got Beavis and Butthead and Just in Case, and let's see, who else we got? Oh yeah, Dixie Normus. That's my favorite. So you should get in here and play, Bryce. You can just come make up a name. We won't care. Justin Bieber coming in number 2 underneath Shawn Menendez. The Weeknd number 3. Nobody picked on Charlie Puth. And I have a feeling I know why. So let's see if the Shawn Menendez crowd is correct. They just kind of eked it in there, but Justin Bieber was it. Justin Bieber's 2017 remix of Despacito was the first predominantly Spanish-language song to top the Billboard Hot 100 since the Macarena. Oh, good God. In 1996, he beat out the Macarena. Both of those people should be shot in the head. All right. So let's see what we're doing here. Sky, check it out. N5LX is our Billboard king. I love it. Way to go, Sky. Chris, W5CUY coming in second, and the Rig King himself, KI5YLS, is in the number 3 spot. So y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got 5 questions left, and if you know anything about crappy music, this is your round. All you got to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. And if you know anything about all of this horrible music that we're talking about, man, it's time to put your points to action. Y'all place your bets. Oh, it looks like Jason, KB5MPJ, found us soon. Way to go, man. All right, well, y'all check that out, and let's see if y'all know this. Who was the first solo artist to top the Billboard Pop charts across the 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. Oh man, it just goes from bad to worse. Alright, so y'all are clicking in with Taylor Swift in the first place, followed by Mariah Carey, Lady Gaga, and Jason Derulo, something like that. I'm sure someone will tell us. So let's see, Taylor Swift. Y'all are just clicking that because it's the only name y'all know. I know how this works. Y'all are wrong. It was Jason. We got to see. Let's see. I'm curious who knew this. We're gonna go down. Cody, KI5YLS. That's telling me everything. And Holly, W5LUL. They're the only two. Holly, W5LUL. Holly, did you know this?
Actually, Rusty, I'm sorry to say that I did. I have 4 kids between the ages of 18 and 23, so I know who Jason Derulo is. W5LUL.
Hey man, I got nephews in their 20s and their music is absolutely horrible, but it's how I know some of this. So good for you on that one. Let's see, Holly got 150 points on that one, and same as Cody, Mr. Rig King, KI5YLS. Cody, something tells me you knew this horribleness as well.
First of all, I want to say, y'all, I have never spoke anything bad about any music before the 90s, mostly because a lot of music before the 90s is good. But I've never spoke anything bad about music before the 90s. And here y'all are just coming in bashing on all my music. What is this? Only one artist so far that has been named that I just don't like, and that's Taylor Swift. I mean, this is just blasphemy, if you ask me. But yes, I knew who Jason Derulo is. Makes some good music, and he is a really good artist. And yeah, definitely knew this answer. Kind of second guessed myself there for a second when I saw everybody picking Taylor Swift, but I was like, no, I know it's Jason Derulo, and I stuck with it, went for it, and here I am.
Alright, Sky, refresh your browser, see if maybe that'll fix you. And, yeah, I would say all your taste is in your mouth, man, because obviously it's not between your ears. But, just kind of, it is what it is, man. It's the one place that I definitely know I'm an old man. Alright, so 2 people knew the answer to this. Let's see what it did for the scores. It put the Rick King himself in the #1 spot above Sky, N5LX, and Holly, W5LUL, in the #3. We got Sky back in the game. Good to go, sir. All right. Well, let's see how you do with question number 7. I'm going to change Cody's name to Crappy. And it'll be Crappy, KI5YLS. Let's see if Crappy knows what question number 7 is. Post Malone's record-setting single, This, was the most played radio song of 2020.
Of course I know this one, too easy.
Alright, Crappy's running his mouth. Let's see if he got this right. 56% of you went with Circles. We got a tie for 2nd and 3rd for Sunflower and Take What You Want. And Enemies coming in 4th. So let's see. Was Circles the correct answer? It was. Circles from Post Malone's Hollywood Bleeding 2019 album was the first song to spend 30 weeks on the Billboard Mainstream Top 40s list. Question number 8. In this tragedy of a round, what smash single from the 2001 Destiny's Child album Survivor was the first Billboard #1 of the 21st century? So, according to Dixie Normus, it was Survivor. That's what they're going for. The majority of you are going for that as well, followed by Bootylicious, Emotion, and Independent Woman, Part 1. Because Lord knows we need Part 2. So let's see, Survivor, is that the right answer? No, it's Independent Woman Part 1, which was the best part of Independent Woman, if you ask me. Independent Part 1 from Destiny Child 2001 album Survivor topped the Billboard Hot 100 for the entire month of January 2001, making it the first #1 song of the 21st century. So anybody out there, is there an Independent Woman Part 2? And seriously, is that really a thing? Well, it doesn't sound like it is, but here's the funny thing, is that Cody, the Rig King, or pardon me, Crappy, the Rig King, KI5YLS, got that right, as well as Holly, W5LUL. I'm betting Holly's going to blame her kids on that, but either way, only 2 people got that right. It was Crappy and Holly. Question number 9, what Lady Gaga was named Catchiest Earthworm in the world by American Psychological Association in 2017? Yeah, exactly. So, y'all are going with Poker Face as the #1, Born This Way coming in second, Bad Romance, and then Paparazzi. So, I'll do this again for you, Bjorn, because I was just reading that. What Lady Gaga banger was named Catchiest Earworm in the world by the American Psychological Association in 2017? And the correct answer, besides what Dixie Normus says, is Bad Romance. The music video for Lady Gaga's Bad Romance was named Best Music Video of the 21st Century by Billboard magazine. Again, this is why you cannot trust these people at all. And Bryce says it's a good song. It is a good song. My ex loved it. He loved Lady Gaga quite a bit. All right, question number 10 and the end of round number 4. Let's get out of this tragedy of a round. Prior to releasing their 2002 breakout album, Songs About Jane, what pop rock group was known as Kara's Flowers? I think it's Maroon 5, followed by Imagine Dragons, Train, and Matchbox 20. So let's see, Songs About Jane, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Are y'all right? Maroon 5. You are correct. There's a little bit of history there, but nobody cares. Let's add up the scores and see how we did and get out of this thing. I love this. Sky N5LX is the #1 in the Billboard hits, man. That just cracks me up. The Rig King, old Crappy himself, KI5YLS coming in second, and Holly, W5LUL #3. So let's go talk to Sky N5LX, dude. You got your music apparently of the Billboard hits between 2001 and 2022. You only missed 2, man. Which one's got you?
This is N5LX. I actually guessed on quite a few of them, but there must be something else going on, like I'm picking it up subliminally or something. But I am a musician, and I have done a lot of mixing and stuff over the years. But I got Mariah Carey, I got that one wrong. What was the answer? Jason Derulo. I never heard of that guy. And then the smash single from that was Survivor. I mean, it should have been obvious, but I didn't get that one. The funny thing about this is I don't actually listen to any of this stuff. I'm kind of old school.
Old school or not, man, you won, and you did it rather well. So congratulations. Let's go talk to Crappy, KI5YLS, and see. He's number 2 here. He missed half of them, but he's still number 2 with 487 points. Way to go, Crappy. Which one's got you?
Well, you'd be surprised on which ones got me. The Weeknd one was their first song to be held on top 10 for an entire year. Second guessed myself on that one. Thought it was Can't Feel My Face. Ended up being Blinding Lights, which is also a very good song. And then the Taylor Swift, like I said, I don't listen to a lot of Taylor Swift. Ever since she went from country to pop, I never really liked her. Got that one wrong with Fearless when it was Red. Then I had Post Malone's record-setting single. Thought it was Sunflower, and I was pretty darn sure it was Sunflower, and then came out with The Circles. Lady Gaga, don't listen to much of Lady G, and I think the question just kind of threw me off with the catchiest earworm, plus you butchered half the question, so I'm blaming it on you. But I thought it was Poker Face and it was Bad Romance. And then I don't know why, but I thought Songs About Jane was Train, and then I looked it up as right after you read the question and after I answered, and it said Maroon 5, so I knew I got it wrong. So those were the ones I missed, but yeah, it did very well. I'm glad. New record, top 2. Of course, this is just honestly the music I grew up on, so I'm not surprised. It's very good music. Y'all hating on this music, I swear. Back to net.
Oh, there's no y'all. It's just me. I think it's horrible, but that's just me. So, all right. Well, hey man, congrats on the number 2 spot. Let's go talk to Holly, W5LUL. She's in the number 3 spot. Same thing. She missed half the questions, but looks like she's a Billboard fan. Holly, which one's got you?
Well, Rusty, half of them got me. But I have been listening to the Billboard since 1981 and Casey Kasem, so I'm guilty of that. W5LUL.
Oh, yeah, man. Good old Casey Kasem and the Countdown. I listened to that quite a bit for sure. Well, there you have it. On round number 4, we're going to add up all the scores and see who the winner is in tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. Survey says it is Butthead. Butthead is the winner by 2 points. Oh, man, over Leonard, KI5NLC, 1884 to 1882, and Holly, W5LUL, coming in third. Way to go, Holly, with 1,802 points. So let's see if Butthead is out there. Butthead, come in here and take your congratulatory win. Well, I guess he and Beavis are hanging out with Dixie Normas, and they got too much stuff going on. But we can definitely go talk to Leonard, KI5NLC. He came in second place. Leonard, what is going on for the weekend, man?
I think lazy weekend is going to be cold, as everybody knows, so I think we're going to try to stay as warm as possible, but I think my parents have a car show going on down in San Marcos tomorrow at their community, and I think we'll go check that out, KI5NLC.
Very fun, man. Yeah, it's 43 at my house, and I'm looking forward to just kind of a lazy indoor weekend as well. Well, all right. Well, congratulations to you, man, on winning second place. Let's go talk to Holly again, W5LUL. Holly, what do you got going on this weekend?
Well, we're getting ready to go to the Longhorn game tomorrow. It should be a cold one, so we've got to find some gear to stay warm. And then, of course, we've got Dungeons and Dragons on Sunday, so an exciting weekend. W5LUL.
Dungeons and Dragons. Yes. We should definitely have a, something tells me the Oak could come up with a pretty good D&D setup as well. Well, have fun. Good luck at the game. Hope you stay warm. Let's go talk to Norman, N5ZOT. Norman's in the number 4 spot. Norman, you got anything fun going on this weekend? Well, it looks like Norman is away from the radio, but congratulations on the number 4 spot. So, Holly, looks like Bryce, KI5SMP, wants to play a little DMD as well. He's on the Discord if you have room for more people. Let's go talk to Leslie, KI5NLC. Leslie, what are you doing this weekend?
Besides going to the car show, not much. Just a nail appointment and house stuff. Basically it. KI5NLC.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I need to get my claws nailed down as well, so maybe we'll make that happen. We all have fun over there. Let's go to Sky N5LX. He put out the Fox this weekend for us at the Oak Hill Club. If you're in Travis County, go check us out on the Discord if you want to go play at the Fox Hunt. Sky, what you got going on this weekend, man?
N5LX, I haven't made any plans yet. Yeah, I just deployed the Fox, and I'll be curious to see if we have any brave fox hunters who are willing to go out there. Maybe it'll warm up during the day, but yeah, it's a little bit cold for a Texan. I don't know, I was going to put an antenna in the attic, maybe add to my antenna farm. That's about it. I'm going to drum up something else. There's no race or anything going on this weekend, so I'll have to figure something out.
Yeah, I got all excited. The Bellagio put up pictures on Facebook about the grandstands for the F1 race, and then I was reading, and it's next year. So I was getting all excited. There might be the Las Vegas one, but it's a year away. So there it is. Yeah, this is great weather to go work out in the attic for sure. So good luck on that. Well, let's go down to 7th place, Philip, AC5G. Philip, man, what you got going on this weekend? Well, I guess we lost Philip already. And that's all right. Congratulations, Philip. I think he's going to be out of town this weekend. Steve, KG5LAA, is in the number 8 spot. Steve, what you got going on for the weekend?
Well, we're going to be doing some odds and ends around the house and trying to catch up on some stuff that's kind of not gotten to in the last few months. And then we got to go do some shopping, either HEB or Walmart to restock some supplies. But that's all. Can't believe I made it all the way to 8th. The last 2 rounds were brutal. KG5LAA, back to net.
Yeah, that's the fun part, man. You never know which rounds you're going to do good at and where it's going to bring you. So, well, all right, man. Have a good weekend. Let's go chat with Bill out in Ganado, Texas, W5ITZ. Bill, what's going on this weekend, man?
Hey, good evening, Rusty. I just wanted to say for the record that last round was really bad. Let's see, Crossroads is hosting the Ham Radio 2.0 one-day technician training class tomorrow. Going to try to get some guys prepped up for a technician test the next week. And then on Sunday, we're going to be traveling and watching the grandson play in a baseball tournament. So going to be a busy weekend, but we're up for the challenge. W5ITZ, back to net.
I saw that technician thing on Facebook, man. That sounds very cool, and good on y'all for making that happen. That's going to be a lot of fun, I'm sure. Hopefully you get a lot of people on there. And for those out there in Crossroads country, if you're looking to get your technician, man, go check out crhrc.org for the details on that. or get in touch with Bill. Well, all right, man. Well, good luck for you and your grandson. Hopefully he does well out there. Let's go chat with Dave, KI5STT. Something tells me I know what your weekend is, but elaborate, man. What you got going on, Dave?
Hey, Rusty. Yeah, Ollie pretty much covered it. We're going to go watch the Horns play TCU at DKR. Also got some Dungeons and Dragons on Sunday. And we're going to try and stay warm. So, KI5STT, back to net.
Roger. Well, those are your top 10 players right there. I want to go talk to Scott, KI5OBD. He's in the number 11 spot, but Scott says that he met Casey Kasem, and I'm just I'm curious. Tell us about meeting Casey Kasem, Scott.
Hey, Rusty. Yeah, thanks. It was, I think about 1984 or 85. I was in the Navy in San Diego, and my fiance, I reckon at the time, my first wife, and I went to it was like a science fair at some civic center in San Diego, and there was some really cool exhibits there, and I don't remember why Casey Kasem was there, but he had this, he was very old at the time, but his hair was jet black, and his wife, he had this trophy wife, this blonde bombshell that was about a foot and a half taller than him, but it was fun meeting him. Yeah, I've met a couple of celebrities. That was fun. KI5OBD, back to net.
Roger, man. Well, thanks for that. All right, well, there it is. There's Friday Night Trivia Net. That means only one thing. It is time to move everybody into the elimination round. So y'all wake up your device and make sure it's looking at you. We're going to move you into the elimination round. These seems to have been getting harder, so I tried to make it a little easier. See if we can we haven't gotten past question number 3 on these, I guess about the past 3 or 4 weeks. So hopefully we'll make it easier. For those of you who are new and have never played, the elimination round does not count as the Friday Night Trivia Net. It's a done deal, but it's a fun way for us to say goodnight and send you home. So you got 15 seconds to answer the question. You don't have to be fast. You just have to be right. And the first time you're wrong, we're going to say goodnight. So with that being said, we got everybody moved over into the elimination round. Let's see how we do on question number 1. Let's see how far you can make it. Can y'all make it all the way to question number 10? Something tells me the answer is no, but hopefully, we'll get at least past question number 3. Here we go. Question number 1. What is the commonly used nickname for the virtual assistant in Microsoft Office? Well, a whopping 78% went with Clippy, followed by Clipper, and Clips. Nobody picked on Clip-O. So let's see, is Clippy correct? It is indeed. We got 78% of you going through, and with that, we've got 18 survivors. We got to say goodnight to Chad. We got to say goodnight to Mike W7QAG, Cody, a.k.a. Crappy Rigged, KI5YLS, Brian, N5TZV, and Dixie Normus. Dixie, it has been fun having you along for the journey. So good night to you, and hopefully we'll see you next Friday. With that, we're going to take 18 survivors and move on to question number 2. Both Solitaire and Minesweeper were originally designed to help Windows users learn how to operate what? Well, a whopping 94% of you went with the mouse, only 6% with the keyboard. Nobody picked monitor or disk drive. So let's see, was mouse the correct answer? It was indeed. That leaves us with 17 survivors, and we got to say goodnight to Laura, KI5OLG. Good night, Laura. Hope you have a good weekend, and we'll see you next Friday on the Trivia Net. Question number 3. Let's see how many of you make it past this one. Which historical epic holds the Guinness World Record for most extras used in a film? Well, this is not good news. We lit up all the answers, so we're going to be sending some people home. Half of you went with Ben-Hur, so that's a big number. Then we had a tie for Cleopatra and Around the World in 80 Days for second and third. Gandhi coming in number 4. The correct answer is Gandhi. 13%, a.k.a. 2 people got that right. So that leaves us down to Butthead and Dave, and man, we got a list of people to send home. Question number 3, man, it's a doozy. Let's say goodnight to Philip, AC5G, good to have you, sir. We got Beavis and T-Dog out of the game. Steve, KG5LAA, have a good weekend, as well as Justin Case. Holly, W5LUL, Bjorn, KI5YAT, good to have you in here, man. Leonard, KI5NLC, Scott, KI5OBD, Jason, KB5MPJ, Sky, N5LX, Chris, W5CUY, Bill, W5ITZ, Leslie, KI5NLC, and last but not least, Alcoholic. So we're down to Butthead and Dave, KI5STT. Let's see if they can make it past question number 4. Where is the only McDonald's in the world to have different colored arches located? So they both went with Sedona, Arizona. So let's see. Are they both right? Are they both going home? They are both correct. Because of strict building regulations that require structures to not interfere too much with the natural surroundings, the McDonald's in Sedona, Arizona uses turquoise in lieu of gold for its iconic Arches logo. It's the only McDonald's in the world without golden arches. All right, well, we're down to Butthead and Dave. Let's see if they can make it past question number 5. Which of these actors never guest starred on the TV show MASH? Well, they must be sitting next to each other because they both picked Harrison Ford. So let's see, is that correct? Man, it is indeed. Leslie Nielsen and Ron Howard both appeared in Season 1, Episode 16 and 17, respectively. And Patrick Swayze was in Episode 18 of Season 9. Harrison Ford was never on the show. Oh, man, oh, man. All right, well, we're still down to Butthead and Dave. Let's see if they can get past question number 6. Where can you visit the world's oldest still operating library? Alright, I think they're both in the same room. They both picked Morocco. So let's see. Where is the oldest still operating library? It is in Morocco, located in Fez, Morocco. The Al-Khwalari Library opened in 1359. 1359 is still in use today. Alright, Butthead and Dave. Question number 7. Which of these midnight transformations does not happen in the folktale Cinderella? Yet again, they both pick the coachman turns into a dog. So let's see. Sky even says that one's too easy. Alright, well, let's see. That is correct. At the stroke of midnight, Cinderella's gown turns back into rags. Her carriage turns into a pumpkin. The horses turn into mice. And the coachman turns into a rat, not a dog. Alright, well that one was too easy. Maybe we should have made that one number 3. So we're still down to Butthead and Dave. Butthead and Dave, let's see. Question number 8. Man, one of these is going to get it wrong. According to a Scottish legend, what saved the clans from a Viking invasion? Well, finally, we got a 50-50. It's between a horn and a thistle. It's not a mermaid or a unicorn. It's between a horn and a thistle. So let's see if either one of these is right or if they're both wrong. Correct answer is a thistle. Legend has it that the Norse Vikings tried to attack sleeping Scots during the night, but one of them stepped on a thistle, and his cry of pain alerted the clansmen, thus leaving Butthead as the winner. And we got to say goodnight to Dave, KI5STT, and a congratulations to our very own Butthead for making it all the way to question number 8. I love all these names that y'all are coming up with. It's a whole lot of fun. That's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope y'all had a good time hanging out with us. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the wonderful people of the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater systems for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the fun things they're up to or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. And before you close your web browser, stop by, check out the BBS. Play all your favorite door games. You can see the TriviaNet player rankings, stats, and net logs, net check-ins. All of that can be found on the website as well. Don't forget, this weekend is the N5LX Fox Hunt. If you are in the Travis County area, all details can be found on the web and in the Fox Hunt channel on Discord. Also, don't forget, we got the Wind Down Net by our very own Miresto, KI5PZN, and KI5SYX right here every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. This is WZ5BBS. It's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal the repeaters to switch back to regular amateur use. And while they're doing that, I'd like to thank y'all for inviting us into your home tonight. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Stay warm. And we'll see you right here next Friday for the Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net. 73, y'all.
Cat 5 SMP for WZ5 BBS.
Yes, sir.
I was seeing if you got a chance to watch the Weird Al documentary or anything.
I haven't yet, but it is definitely on my list of things. He's always been kind of in my music history, so I'm looking forward to watching it.
I had a lot of fun watching it, at least the first half of it or so. I mean, it's like, you know, it's a mockumentary, obviously. You guys, Weird Al is like involved with it all and all that stuff. It was a lot of fun to watch. So I think you'll like it, because I think it lends to your humor.
I don't think you could do anything serious with Weird Al. I think people would probably get a little pissed off, like everything's got to be a little off, right?
Yeah, I guess, you know, growing up, I always thought UHF was like a masterpiece in terms of like the cinema people and whatnot. Like that's I kind of grew up in that era, you know, in that area, I should say, and like that's where I was going for. Like I always thought UHF was great, and then like to find out nowadays it's considered not great, and then this movie is basically what UHF probably should have been.
Yeah, my buddy Brian is a huge Weird Al fan. He's seen him in concert. I've never seen him live, but it's definitely, you know, on my list, and I should probably get off my butt and make that happen before he stops touring.
Yeah, a bunch of my friends here in Austin have seen him at like BlizzCon and stuff like that, and I've still never gotten a chance to see him. I always go to the post-hardcore and pop-punk bands all the time, so. But I do need to go see him before he stops touring. I know that, like I said, the movie is really good, and him and Daniel Radcliffe have been doing a tour together. But then recently, Daniel Radcliffe got, I think, banned on Twitter for mocking Elon Musk, and then he was also like, oh, man, I probably should have let Daniel Radcliffe sing all the songs in the movie, but I think he sang them and they just dubbed them.
Yeah, it's an interesting pick for a Weird Al. You know, Daniel Radcliffe would definitely not be the person that I would have thought, but you know, what do I know?
Yeah, I think he actually does a really good job, and they both have like that kind of like moon-shaped face in a way. So like I think it worked in the end. Like I think he actually played really good Weird Al, and I don't know. You'll have to watch it. Like I said, I sent it to you. It's on the Roku channel. It's free for everybody who creates an email with Roku, and you can pretty much watch it on any device. But it's a lot of fun, and you know I've always liked Weird Al, so it was a great movie for me to watch.
Right on, man. So how's the gaming world going?
Oh man, yeah, a little bit busy. You know, we've been doing some stuff. Last couple of Fridays, I've been getting like done with work or something. You know, by the time the stuff starts, I just don't want to get into it. I've also been trying to close the ring on my smartwatch a lot, and I'm getting ready to go for my sister's wedding in Jamaica next week, or not next week, but next month. And so that's been my whole thing is right now. I'm just trying to like lose like an extra like 3 or 4 pounds before I get there. So I was, you know, I get done with work, and I go walk around the block and do all this extra stuff, or go to the gym, depending on the day. And on Friday nights lately, I've been so busy that like by the time the net starts, I just can't get on. So I listen to you guys play a lot of times, but I've been joining in.
Well, man, feel free to make up a name. We had Beavis and Butthead and Just in Case and Dixie Normus and all kinds of stuff tonight. So, you know, if you don't want it to be officially on your call sign, you can definitely just make something up.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, today when I got back from my walk, because I was just trying to clear the, you know, the ring on my phone, on my watch and whatnot, but I heard somebody saying that they were having problems with Discord, so that's where I thought, hey, maybe I can help. Because there are verification issues, there's a lot of different things you can do, but, you know, it's probably they're just using an old, not web-safe email, or they're not having, you know, 2FA set up. There's a lot of different things that we have to do, because a lot of Discord servers now want to be safe, and they'll make sure that we have people who have compromised emails and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then you have this group that just likes to make up crap to, you know, give you an excuse as to why they can't do something. So, but yeah, there's no telling. I haven't got kicked out of Discord yet, but, you know, I'm just waiting.
Yeah, I work in the gaming sphere, and on 10 of those, I have 2FA on mine and everything else, so mine's very secure. Nobody can get into mine, as far as I know. I think I have 3FA, but yeah. I mean, it's also my primary form of communication with most of my friends in the last, like, 4 to 6 years.
Yeah, I've had the same compromised password on Facebook now, I think the whole time I've had my Facebook, and nobody has yet to compromise me or, you know, post a bunch of dumb stuff. I've been waiting. I've been just like, come on, do it, and nobody has taken it on. So one of these days, though, I refuse to change my password until somebody gets on there and starts spamming.
Yeah, my Facebook probably needs to be reworked, but first of all, this is KF5SMP. Yeah, I did like you know, the password manager audit, and I reset pretty much every password that used the same password to a random thing, and that's what I've been doing. And I have a 2FA, you know, for that, and 2FA for everything else. So I just don't think there's anything we can do to get into my stuff anymore right now, without me knowing at least. Either I'll get a text message or an email saying, hey, somebody tried to do this, and we blocked them.
Roger, man. Well, I think I'm gonna make some food. I'm starving, so I'm gonna run in the kitchen. But I will holler at you later. It's good to talk to you, man. And always a pleasure. Cat 5 SMP WZ5 BVS. I will be clear on your final, sir.
Hey, man, you have a good one. Yeah, I haven't been able to talk a lot lately. I've been really busy and doing other stuff. But you have a good one, and yeah, you just, you know, private message me or hit me up, whatever. I'd like to talk to you some more, because I want to definitely get my general here soon and do some other things. So anyway, KF5SP, WZ5 BBS, clear.
Well, man, start studying for your license, for your general, man. With the potluck was the last test session here, and they're doing it every other month. So you got some time to go, and then you can come hang out with us up here at Wells Branch, and we'll test your papers and get you the general. So make that happen, man. And yeah, man, let's hang out, do some lunch or something. And if I don't talk to you before, good luck in Jamaica, and best wishes for your sister. And we'll holler at you later. WZ5 BBS.
Thanks, man. I think I'm gonna be busy up until then, but we'll do it right after. Yeah, Jamaica's gonna be crazy. Anyway, KR5SP clear. Thanks, Rosie. Talk to you later.
KI5S on monitoring.